Hello everyone, welcome back to Mo Grace Tony. How's everyone? Hope you all are doing well today. I got back from a Chainsaw Man movie not too long ago. It was very excellent, very good. Saw it in 3D, but 3D was amazing. Really top notch stuff. And And I feel like my main problem with season 1, if I remember correctly, was like the characters weren't clicking with me. And the characters that weren't clicking with me, well, there was only one that had notable screen time, which is Aki. Kind of clicked a bit more. So I'm like, okay, this movie definitely did its job. But I hope you all are doing wonderful today. And the starring scene screens done by Weedy. Check them out, link in description below. And then, gotta plug the Monster Musume review, legally obligated. Whew. But I am tired, so I just had to work this morning. But well. And also too, Dokkan finally revealed that we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. And I'm like, yes, finally Dokkan. It took you freaking forever. But I'm because that announced we're having a live stream this morning. And people like I watched The Truth a lot. And he had all predictions alongside Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like the Max Saiyan and stuff like that. And I'm like, in my head, I mean, I know it's like I felt like, to me personally, if they would not have a live stream and make a big deal if they were doing anything other than Super Saiyan 4 Goku at this point in time, like, without, like, with it being part 1 of a celebration, I mean, we don't know what it's gonna be. If it was a part 2 celebration, that'd be a bit different. But it's very much about time. And I love how Daima Goku, Daima Goku's banner unit is like Piccolo. The man that did nothing. Eee! What was that? A man screaming in the most unflattering way. Do you think could have been Mr. Sholmes? Oh my, I do hope not. Eee! I don't do it anymore. More army. Stop the disgraceful display, no? Who are these people? Look at the hair, it's bright red. I mean, I guess, would this be the first time he'd be seeing gingers in real life? It might be. I think there must be clients to Mr. Sholmes. What, you two, you coming with me now? Down to the clank. No, not in prison. It's dark, damp, and I don't like it. But the darkness is my friend. I'm not scared. Okay, so they have the polar opposites of each other. Gotcha. Eee! But you're always afraid of the darkness. Shut your mouth, you. I sit quietly in the dark and play on that dang heist. Eee! I don't like this. I don't like it. Well, tough. We finished this down the yard. Now get moving. Bye then, Genie. Have fun. Oh yeah, thanks, Iris. And thank you, you great detective. Hee hee. Genie makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie and Reno. Hello, Alice. We're home. Oh, did you find your daddy? Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well, that's great. I hope I get to see my dad again. You guys need to tell him. That's all I'm saying. You truly need to tell him. Yes, of course. Dr. John H. Wilson. So, alright, so all that remains now is the greatest problem known to man. The interruption. Before we console ourselves with that, I believe some teaser note. Don't you, my dear fellas? Your hair is wet. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruto? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? I mean, more on your hair. Oh no, not so much on your face. It's on your head, I say. Come along then, everyone. I brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea. Well, what's going on here today? In that case, let's sit and drink now. But I'm, in fact, expecting a guest load today. I feel like I need to point out the elephant in the room. The Max Cosmo won when he was assigned to home vid Zeke as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. I guess that's fair. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose. But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? I can't help thinking him I want to turn around and tell me coldly to wear myself. But, isn't he your best friend? Let's compose. Mr. Sholmes, who of those two gentlemen were here before? Or just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. Maybe not crime. And when the mood takes me, I'll be willing to turn a blind eye to all manners of infractions. Maybe you should say that as a great detective. And when the mood takes you, all manner of infractions. I mean, that causes murder. But when such fellows set beside and Hollock Sholmes, well, that's when the luck runs out. Why, you were a target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes? But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally. You should have asked Greg Z to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party. Imagine just sitting in the corner in handcuffs, or your detective. Look, two detectives are just sipping on tea. That'd be fucked up. I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consuming in the wrong place at the wrong time. But that's a word for it, I'm sure. I have it. A dungalow, that's the word. It's a good job that he isn't here to... It's a good job that he's not here to hear you say that. So those heads have been up to no good. I wonder what the man did. So what was the greatest problems known to man you mentioned before? Is it not a Phoenix incarcerated case, Mr. Jones? How should I explain Bass? Are you aware of a theory of evolution by natural selection? Ah, good Darwinism. Oh, I think I heard talk of it somewhere. It's a revolutionary scientific theory was newly proposed 40 years ago now. God dang, you guys are really in the past. According to his author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes lived in the treetops. What? We were apes? Indeed. And from the very moment these apes descended from the canopy to live as humans. It has been a lot to be ever mostly of the greatest problem known to man. A lot? What's the greatest problem, Mr. Jones? Well, isn't it obvious my dear ma'am, the problem of rent? Oh, yeah. Huh. But did you now receive a large sum of money from Team Spurs only for a day? Ha! A large sum! I probably hope for hours and more call for me later. And all of this quite disappeared I'd show you. Sounds like it. Honestly, Holly, you know you squander it. Well, yeah, anyways, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to the man's greatest problem, for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why? The substantial clue before your very eyes. Don't tell me, let me see. Humans are sorry creatures unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There's one particular feature about my puts that's changed. You should notice it in the end. I mean, it's very hard not to notice it. In the end, it's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. I think we might need another clue before we're undercover for full answer, Mr. Nardo. Thanks for the hint. I'd be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on for much longer. Mr. Sholmes, is it about time you told us the truth? Over a week ago, you said to us, I will now tell you something of the first opponents, my dear fellow. Great detectives won't all want to lie, and it's so if you want to remember that. In that case, above the SS Brewer in January, Cosmo wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he ever hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in more peril. Of course, a side fact of prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It was a simple enough text to sound so cool, but how? After they carry him out of the cabin, I assemble them in the lobby area. I made them swell to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a moral copes. Oh, how horrible. It's necessary to find some material which to persuade the crewman to keep the world closed. But why? Why do in the first place? I would be at liberty to elaborate in due course. Well, for the time being, I'd like to show you. I did not foresee some Cruncher events. What events? But he would come here, most likely. Oh, his disappearance in Hong Kong. Oh. I believe I might have made gross error of judgment. Mr. Jones. Okay, how do I get him to talk about his hair, bro? Look at this last week's edition. What's for all Kosogan Red Inq? It's an advertisement column and says to the Red Hair League. Well, that seems like a very exclusive club that someone wants to be a part of. The Redhead League? What's that? No, never heard of it before. But purely stare at the man. Is something on my face? Clearly that has something to do with that lively hair. Maybe. It looks like it was someone stuck an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes. To the Redhead League, does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. Hee hee hee. You have at last learned to apply my methods, Mr. Notterho. Sorry. In the first instance, and quite indispensable observation. Now believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, allow me to irrigate you with the details of my latest exploits. Will I get a both? Maybe a little bit of both. Got multitask. So as for Redhead League, it seems to be the subject of advertisement you circled. You know, in the paper then, that my dear fellow was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. It was? How? According to the advertisement, Redhead League is a distinguished institution and firm of unspecified governance. In fact, barring condition of becoming a member is having redhead. That doesn't entirely surprise me. I mean, it's the redhead game. But listen to the lucky redheads receive once they join. Condition no salary of £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week. Sounds like bank. But why? What are they paying people for? That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every redhead person in the country would flock to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put in my application at once. So I just, on the off chance, that might be stretching a point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Start bumping them off. I see once the certain number of people have Joe, no one else can. But it's like what happened. One member recently passed away. It wasn't particularly yeah, it wasn't particularly likely for the person that died. So he decided to join in his place. Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow? No. So why? Why would it go so long? What have happened? I blundered, Mr. Notholm. Though it pains me to admit. I can't blunder. What did he actually do to you, Mr. Cholmes? I'm glad you asked, Mr. Notholm. You see, he taught my head it's near die or a hell piece. I should have forgotten my hair overnight, but the wonders of chemistry. I mean, I feel like dye is the wonders of chemistry, but hey. Chemistry? I was constructing some research on the method of rejuvenating spent leaf teeth, and because of my work, I stumbled upon a portion when taken turns one's hair a flame like red. And would you like to try it out and make every hair on your body perfectly crimson? Every hair on your body. I think I pass. Well, is the Cholmes quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Hee hee hee. Amateurs will always be hampered by such fears. I mean, you live or you fucking die. One of the two. Oh, I should have never doubted you, Mr. Cholmes. You mean to say? But of course. To unfold the powers of ink, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to low danger. Well, a degree of red signals more than just low danger, surely. So anyways, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his red hair. With a park on Lime Stream with a redhead link or anything, prospect new memos. And so what went wrong? The whole park was cloaked with redhead folk like a coaster's orange brow. I crew for 8 hours solid. God dang. 8 hours in line? Well, I do not have the patience for that. I would not have the patience for that. But when the pen of interview saw me, they immediately said, Mr. Hollock Cholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation? Over recognized him. That's actually kind of funny. So naturally, I no choice but to reply, shh, don't give me away. After which, I could do little else but turn and leave. This morning when I looked at me, irritation still within me, because wet hair isn't gone. When I turned that pail into the police, so I turned that pail into the police. Oh damn, what a disaster. For Hurley and those two redheads. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ah, here's my guest now. My latest client with money to spend. Oh, I hope it's an exciting case, Hurley. Remember, rule I present grip by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating, saving a looking a one away, of course. Don't spare anyone's feelings, would you? I'm afraid the Hurley can like a low attack, especially just before witness due. You gotta make bank somehow. Mr. Cholmes! Mr. Hollock Cholmes, please, oh please. Oh, jury number 2 from last trial. Oh, please find my husband. He's run away. To upset me? I beg your pardon? Oh, never mind. A personal matter. My apologies. That's a step. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Nardole? I didn't say a word. Come, my dear man, be seated. Alright, have some tea, if you please. Of course. What's the matter, Miss Hartwell? Oh, it's just that gentlewoman. I think I've seen her somewhere before. You seen her in coat, silly goose? Yes, now that you mention it. As I explained earlier, my name is Evelyn Vingil. I'll probably to take the case though. Money is no object. Simply name your figure. Money and wealth are very consequence to me, madam. Bring off a case to start off is weren't enough. Oh, Mr. Chums, you have a picture of benevolence. Or of course, make a man of y'all for contingency reasons. I would trust you and remember you was also. If I may inquire so. This gentleman lay would be, me? What am I about to tell? I like to communicate in the strictest of confidence, you understand? These are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me. Oh, he clues us in. I feel special. I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally. After all, he's hard of hearing. Well, I do ever get my hopes up. Yeah, that's true. You should. You should never get your hopes up around Mr. Hollock Jones. Forgive me for asking, Miss Vijo, but we met somewhere before, quite recently, perhaps. Oh my! My dear fellow, where's your attention? Clearly, I have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to revive laity, you must do so in a legitimately fashion. Is it possible that you have a nice young love from trial attended last week? Ah, I knew I recognized her. Yep, she looks like Galaxy Queen, baby. Perhaps I didn't recognize her because she's acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as well, being hard of hearing, I mean. Pawn? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was, flippantly willing. Nothing more. Now look where you start, Mr. Chums. Thank you very much. I believe it would be point of you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. Oh, compose accident hit B. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Virgil, my daily, is 30 years of age. I have a photograph here. And kind unremarkable gentleman by appearance at least. How long have you been married? It would be 15 years this year. We have a carnal relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. It was a appeal. I need to only look at you to know these things. Oh gosh. You dress this latest style, your hair's clearly correctly groomed, and your eyes aren't animated. Well, I mean, if they weren't animated, but it'd be a different story. It showed you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's why. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty. He wired darts on me. which point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident over them. Oh, that's exactly what I feel must have happened, Mr. Sholmes. I'm quite beside myself. My husband's appointment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he incurred some Moquin's ill will? What exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warden of a prison. Oh yeah. Don't want a prisoner's revenge type situation. A guard. That's somewhat unusual. So, your husband's a prison warden. That's right, yes. Well, actual fact, he's the chief warden. Oh, so he's the top dog. Indeed, I see. Well, chief police warden certainly qualify as something of a specialist occupation. Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare for dreadful punishments and see that they carry out. Dreadful punishments. Does she mean capital punishments? Most likely. Get out the guillotine! Quickly. I gotta get home for dinner at 6. So, you know, sharpen the blade, drop it, head come off, and let's move on to the next person, you know? Move the train going. And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that actual responsibility, he's remunerated more handsomely than the all ones. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at which prison is your husband engaged? Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes. Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it. Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. It's all fucking connected. No. Lowgate Cemetery, the very place we were discussing in code. That's unbelievable. What are the chances, huh? Unbelievable, my dear fellow. Yeah, undeniable. Sorry, Mr. Chumps. I'm afraid you lost me. Pay no heed, madam. Pay no heed. A private matter. This cannot be a coincidence, can it? Oh, there's no such thing as coincidence. So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, what made you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. Sorry, yesterday. Well, it is recent. Laughably so. The truth is, my husband does at times occasionally have to spend a night away of his work. It's not all of on him for not to return home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, but that has certainly never happened before. Oh my dear Daly, what could have ever happened? My dear Miss Virgil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Well, yes, naturally, but sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband's only been missing for a day. Ask to wait patiently at home. True, Miss Virgil, I could call the police. However, let's not be hasty. I have no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. And for a moment, let me show you. The chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. Of course. Always seek out a sweet smile and not Londo's face, but it's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. You only seek to put this sweet rent in your landlord's post. That's all there is to it. Just need the money. I mean, I respect the hustle. Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Miss Virgin. I believe we have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Oh, please report to me as soon with good news, so. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I should be contacting you with a hauling report, I'm quite sure. So soon? Oh, how splendid. Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you'd be so kind as to leave a photograph of your husband in my possession. Now, thank you. Now, let me show you the dough. Oh, I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You know, I think it's every time holy. But how do you come up with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure? I can't be sure, of course. But then I didn't swear on it. Wow, but she's gonna expect the news in 1 or 2 days. I mainly gave the good woman some hope. I hope I'd be able to give her good news. Well, I'd say. After all, rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. If by that time successfully locate Mr. Voger, we shall be mutually relieved. When you agree, Mr. Nadaho? Don't look at me with those playing eyes. Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. Excellent. What do you make of it? Well, I'm supposed to learn where her husband worked. At Bay Clay Prison, I mean. So you know that. And it's hard to not know that. Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Lowgate Cemetery is a real Ball Clay Prison. So it's renowned among our students at the university for being haunted by ghosts of convicts. Barclay Prison's win by a notorious man was incarcerated for professor. Now, one from prison, mysterious disappear was seen. It's all very particular. Indeed. But nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Nottingham. Sorry? Yeah, I'd be like, what? Well, I want to prison, see what you can glean, would you? It's for prison governor you want. No doubt man is equally worried. But, aren't you going yourself? Sure you're trying to. I mean, yeah, I am gonna ask because it's your case. You need it for rent. I can't be seen out with this hair. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? Or is it quite different, man? I leave it in your capable hands, so now if you excuse me, I'm wide busy. Just put your hair on. Really discuss your hair, of course, y'all. Barclay puts us on the outskirts of London, back into a lonely burial ground. Its 4-hour walls loom quietly before us in fog. Having requested me, we were shown by the governor's office in the watchtower. And guess he has a guillotine in his clock. Stick your hand though. This place is full of hardened criminals. I can't remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you don't want to talk to an inmate, but to me? Do you know who I am? I'm the governor. Barry cut. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Lusuke Nadaho, defense law. Easterner, I see. Does that mean? Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? You say Japan? Yes. Well, may any of you kind here lie. Maybe you should try for prison next door, eh? I didn't know it's another prison next door. Anyways, I just like to be so direct, but I have no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious looking Easterners. Ah, racism. Now get out of my hell. So as soon as he finds out we're from Japan, he acts like this. That surely means... I think it's because of Professor Case. You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Isoki, known as the Professor, was incarcerated at his prison, and then after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known. If you're sitting around by that case, aren't you? You're anxious, I'm part of Professor's great web, no doubt. Oh no, we just... Get out with you before I punch your lights out. We're going. Clay goes to the killer still haunts this place. Man, Batman's really singing around with handcuffs. We're not gonna get anywhere here, unless we can summon proof this man was never suspicious about us. Governor Cadden? What do you think, Miss Artwell? I'm sure the name comes out in a conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering who might have meant to, okay, come think of it. Okay. Yeah, a beef hotel, I believe. That's Professor McHotel, we're gonna save and we can move on to Master Duel. Okay. Yeah, because everyone wants to freaking do the first time, like the first balance when Master Duel was released. Seems like a great idea. I want to see if I can rank up with bows. It only takes one card. He's a double! Okay, I love him. Am I gonna get my ass kicked by Toons because, like I actually drew Vuck. Not a perfect card. Because I need... Yeah, I know. Okay. Did some damage. But this isn't good. Oh well, Ash works very well. Yeah, we're talking about different hands and gonna be too helpful. Oh fuck! No, you haven't. I fucked up so hard. I fumbled. You know what? I know it's one doom. I'm sleepy. I'm kind of falling asleep a bit. So I'm gonna end. I thought I had more energy than I did, but I guess not. So I'm gonna end stream here. I know it's a show stream, but I'd like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a fun blast. Tomorrow will be more Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then we will have more Grey's Attorney Monday. So again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys